I think as an artist, one of the most frightening things you can do is to look at a blank canvas. At the same time, it's also quite exciting. So I do enjoy putting that first colour and the first shape onto the this beautiful white canvas. It's like walking into freshly fallen snow. It's absolutely lovely, and you can see I get quite a lot of pleasure from doing this. It's a good start, and you know that you're going to paint over, or it could possibly all change and disappear. But it's nice to get some, what I call some nice juicy shapes onto the canvas.
Shapes and take away the fear of a white canvas, which is quite frightening. So look at that. I mean, that's lovely. That is lovely. So throughout, as I work on this, I might keep that little area and try not to overwork it, try not to lose that lovely balance there. It's just delicious. And also what I try to do now, what I used to do before is I would, this yellow would go everywhere. I would cover up there, down there, I put it everywhere. And I've stopped doing that. I've kind of held myself back and tried to create areas of colour. So I'm going to create quite a lot of yellow down here, very light. This is going to be white, and that'll be white. And then build up, and just see where it takes us. I've added a little bit more white down here. It's still not a resolved area, this area, so it needs more. But it's wet at the minute. So I've used the titanium white. I've used this cute, chunky little brush, which is really good for push. You really push the paint around with this one. You get this lovely fat line across. Really nice. I'm going to add a little bit more turquoise to make that turquoise pop. Like it's actually light blue really, and it's a Liquitex light blue permanent. And I use this little tiny brush, so I'm getting into the little detail. It's quite the exciting bit. Doing all like these little mini dots and circles, and so use different brushes when you're painting as well, so you get different size marks on your canvas. So you can see just these tiny little dots, and you notice I'm keeping it also close to the original colour as well. So I'm not going over here. I'm keeping it around, which will intensify the colour a little bit more. I also put try a little ditty circle. See, that's got some big footsteps across this, but we've got nothing here. So I want to put a nice, delicious shape in there. And you can see how it's very transparent. So just go over it a few times just to get a nice, even distribution of the colour. And that's all I'll do to that. Quite happy with that. And we'll see how that dries. Let me put a little pale pink circle on top of it, just to knock it back ever so slightly. But you can hopefully see as a whole what difference that has made into this painting.